What's up, everybody? Just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about grease fires, which leads to getting to know your grill and your drip tray. The drip tray is important, and where that drip tray is, starts and stops, is key. Outside of those lines, here's the Pro 575. Staying within these areas, especially with a pork butt and a brisket, something like that, that's going to be rendering for hours. Early on, I had grease fires myself because I didn't know my grill. Once I started like, okay, why did that grease fire happen? You know, before I blamed the brand or anybody else, I'm like, you know, common sense, I look into it. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Well, if I'm just like not paying attention and throwing a piece of meat on there and, you know, I got a pork butt sitting about here, well, all of a sudden you're going to have that fat running down the side, you know, because those heat spots are about, you know, an inch or so front and back. That's where the heat is completely coming up and is extremely hot. Whether you're at 225 degrees or hotter, it's still hot and it's going to run down. Obviously, it's going to flare up. So we want to stay within the outlines of these drip trays inside these lines. There is a way to utilize those hot spots. This is the Ironwood 650, a little bit different shape. Again, I want to stay within these areas to avoid. I promise you, if you stay within these lines, those grease fires won't happen. I mean, you're not gonna be getting grease front and back running down the barrel of the grill. It's just not gonna happen if you stay within this area. And then I get people, you know, saying, and it makes sense, like they want to be able to utilize every square inch of the grill. So those heat spots, people think it takes away from, you know, what they paid for as far as a square inch. But utilize those hot spots for what they are. So you can use every square inch, just use it wisely. If I'm doing chicken wings, 350 degrees, usually I can get pretty good skin, but if it's not right where I'm at and it's at the finished temp, I can move those hot wings front and back. Where that heat's coming up, I can really finish off those wings and get a nice crisp. Or anything else. If you're smoking some beef, a ribeye or something, and you know you get it to a certain point, you can use that front and back area to do a nice reverse sear. At the point where it's not gonna be running fat down the sides, you're doing that really hot and fast finish. Where you're gonna have the problems is, you know, these low and slow cooks. And you know, some of us you've probably done these pork butts and briskets to where you have an empty drip bucket. By the time that 10-hour, 12-hour cook is done, it's half full. You know, we get into these Wagyu briskets, I can fill that bucket up, dump it, and halfway fill it on one cook. Imagine that fat running down the side of the barrel. It's gonna naturally catch fire. I mean, I've been there, done that. But once I got to know the grill, I can easily and literally have avoided that. Haven't caught one of these on fire since I really started to know my grill. So anybody that's just getting into these, just know that, stay within the areas of that drip tray. And once you start getting used to it, you can find out how to utilize those hot spots for what they are and use every square inch of that grill, no matter how big or small it is. So that's it. Hopefully it's helpful. Anything I can ever do, or you guys want me to, you know, do a tutorial on, let me know. Y'all have a good day.